Ladies and gentlemen, look down below in the description section. I have a Durham probe decision, jury verdict, live stream. That's imminent. That will be tomorrow, of course, and the decision. And we're going to discuss what could possibly take place, conviction, possible acquittal. We'll discuss every scenario. That's in the live stream link in the pinned comment. I wanted to do this upload right before the live stream because this is breaking news. Yet again, the privilege and the hypocrisy of the morally superior among us are the people who we should really revere. The people who should give us lessons on morality and ethics and how to live our lives. Nancy Pelosi's husband was in a crash before his arrest for what? For being under the influence. Okay, this is all over. I'm reading the New York Post. This is news. New York Times, Pelosi's husband faces charge in California. New York Magazine, Nancy Pelosi husband, Paul Pelosi arrested. It's on Twitter. Seattle Times, Daily Beast. Well, there you go. Actually, the Daily Beast has one of the best articles on this. Paul Pelosi ran a stop sign in his Porsche. Okay, now let's talk about privilege. Nancy Pelosi's husband Paul was involved in a crash in a 2021 Porsche. Hey, not bad. Wonder if there was any insider trading in the stock market. Oh, that's right, there was. Hit subscribe, by the way, to the Stock Market Crash channel and the Bitcoin Crash to 10,000 or lower channel. Bitcoin, unfortunately, will crash to 10,000 or lower. I've been almost like beyond spot on accurate in terms of the stock market. I said that it would tank and crash in September of 2021. That's below in the description section. Go to the description section. You can see the playlist. You can see when I said the market would crash in September of 2021 and Bitcoin would crash in September of 2021, and it's happened, unfortunately. So go to the Bitcoin Crash to 10,000 or lower channel. That's below in the pinned comment right underneath the live stream, and then go to the Stock Market Crash channel. I'll have 2 segments on there right after the live stream. And if you want to support this channel, my Patreon is below. Become a member, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to give a super thanks. However you want to support me, just share this segment and be on that live stream, please. Nancy Pelosi's husband, Paul, was involved. Okay, his arrest on Saturday, according to the New York Post, while a police report does not identify either driver as being at fault. This is hilarious. The Post notes that the driver of the other vehicle was not arrested. Well, of course, if somebody is under the influence, they're at fault. The interesting thing is, it was initially reported as his vehicle was hit by another vehicle while he was arrested and he was under the influence. You have to understand, everything is public relations. These are the people who will disown friends, and they'll say, well, Trump is worse. And then you'll say, oh, well, there was a person accusing mashed potato brains of the most despicable behavior, violent, despicable, criminal behavior. And are you okay with that? Well, Trump had more people accusing him. So therefore, in the Clintonian Democratic Party morally relative calculus, if more people accuse, that's different from a lesser amount of people who have gone after mashed potato brains Biden. Can't you see? That's morality in today's world. And then you have Pelosi, who is like AOC and everyone else on the left, the morally superior, preaching and condemnation and judgment, voice of concern and, pontificating every 2 seconds, and you see what's taking place. Opens up her freezer the other year saying, oh my goodness, what was she talking about? And then the ice cream was like $20 a gallon ice cream. Okay? These people do not live like just normal everyday Americans, especially the Democratic Party. They get the benefit of every every single advantage in terms of public relations. They have Jimmy Kimmel. They have the ladies at The View. They have SNL, Saturday Night Live. They have, up until recently, Twitter to silence debate and criticism. And you have to wonder if they didn't have every possible social media algorithm and public relations advantage in Hollywood and in media, what would happen to that political party? You know, the insider trades, the top secret intelligence on private servers, the Hunter's emails that we couldn't talk about, but now we can miraculously, coincidentally talk about. Okay, imagine. Everything's a mere coincidence that just always helps Democrats. Gosh, the Durham probe special counsel, Michael Sussman might get off and acquitted because his lie might not have been material because everyone else was lying. So suddenly you have the Federal Bureau of Investigation that wants to investigate Trump and set him up, and that was accepting false and fabricated information from Clinton and the Democratic Party, and the fact that he lied and said he wasn't coming on behalf of Clinton might actually not be an offense that can convict him. So him lying to the Federal Bureau of Investigation might not be an offense that can convict Sussman. Why? And Durham's might find this out because everyone at the FBI was lying or deceiving the public and media or deliberately trying to just accept anything from the Clinton campaign to begin investigations of Trump, which is why the top officials didn't notify the field agents of the source of the allegations, the bank allegations with Trump, which turned out to be false, which, by the way, could easily lead to a conviction because had Sussman told the truth, then there would have been a different course of events, even at the Bureau, even though they wanted to investigate Trump. So his lie, of course, was material. He lied, but we'll see. The Durham Probe Special Counsel live stream we have below in the pinned comments, so just watch that. But I don't want to hear anything about, this pontificating or preaching. It's like, you don't have any answers. Democrats never have any answers. They have emotion. Well, we have to ban this. If we ban this, then maniacs, lunatics who will stop at nothing to harm others and who only need to be and the only way to stop them is through reciprocal force when they're trying to commit the heinous atrocity. Suddenly they'll say, gee, the Democrats banned this horrible thing. So now what am I going to do? Suddenly the maniac, lunatic, criminal intent on harming as many people as possible will just give up because you're making it harder for them. Do something. Make it harder. These are liberal sensibilities infused within American politics. That's why we ended a year and a half of economic activity, and we have the inflation we have now. Everyone who lost their job, who had their financial lives ruined for a moment or longer, who basically couldn't feed their families or pay their rent while AOC thought that she was the most moral person on the planet, calling for eviction moratorium, while at the same time not preventing people from working. Okay, that's the Democratic Party's fault. That's not Trump's fault, because more people lost their lives under mashed potato brain's first year. So every life lost was Trump's fault. But every life lost under mashed potato brain's Biden, gosh, there's no federal solution. And oh, by the way, sorry for that 8 to 9% inflation and recession we're going into. Gee, didn't think that maybe a year and a half of arbitrary economic shutdowns could have led to this catastrophe in the economy and a stock market that's imploding and a Bitcoin bubble that's imploding. Gee, these people govern through public relations and emotion. They have zero policies or solutions to protect your loved ones, to feed your families, to make your life better. Nothing. They run only on public relations. Hit subscribe to this channel. Be here right now. Go to the pinned comment below. Go to the pinned comment live stream right now on the Durham Probe Special Counsel. Thank you so very, very